Hey everybody, this is Uncle Gary, and you will not believe how much money I just lost on Bitcoin. So, to put it in perspective, when I bought Bitcoin 1 week ago to make this video that showed everyone how to get involved in Bitcoin, the price was around, if I remember correctly, $39,100 US per Bitcoin. And now, literally 1 week later, from January 15 to January 21st, it is now down 25%, and I think it's just dropped below 29,600. So we're idling around just to 29,000, between 29,500 and $30,000. That is a 25% loss in a week. Now, this is a good thing. You will not believe how much money I lost on Bitcoin because I've been in it for many, many years. So why am I saying to you that this is healthy, that this is a good thing? Well, this is what your Uncle Gary is going to tell you. For those people that thought that Bitcoin only goes up, this is a great learning experience for you. For those people that thought you never have to worry about what you're going to do to exit or enter Bitcoin, you just buy it and everything's going to be peachy, well, here's the news. It's now down substantially. A quarter of what you put in may be gone. Now, if you bought long ago, maybe you're still up. But the point is, it's a healthy and necessary time in any market. Ups and downs are naturally present in a market. Only ups is not truly a real market. That's just a roller coaster. It's inevitably going to end at some point. So this is a very healthy thing. It allows the market to really season and mature, and for buyers and sellers to become wiser, for people to see how quickly the stock or the Bitcoin price can drop or gap down, as we say. So it's encouraged that this kind of thing goes on. Now, a lot of people ask me, yes, but Gary, doesn't it annoy you? I mean, didn't you lose money? Well, in reality, yes, I may have lost a little bit of money, but a couple of things are important to discuss here. The first one is, this takes out a lot of what I call the Lambo crowd. These are the young kids who say, I'm just going to buy Bitcoin and then buy a Lamborghini and retire. I'm never going to have to work again. Well, this is what it looks like if you take a speculative position, especially the people that lend money to buy Bitcoin, and then you lose it. So the key here is you need to look over a longer time horizon than 1 or 2 weeks. If you're going to do it over 1 or 2 weeks, you're basically gambling. Not to say there's anything wrong with gambling, but it's hardly investing. It's hardly the same thing. So this is a really, really important point. The other aspect is it slows everyone down a little bit. For those of us that actually believe in Bitcoin, this is a good time. This means the market is responding. There are ebbs and flows and things are moving. Political structures are changing. People are doing quantitative easing in different parts of the world. This has an impact. And we start to discover and learn what has an impact rather than nothing has an impact, just buy it and it goes up because who knows. That's just craziness. So this is a very much more healthy and rational way to run a market, at least in my opinion. But the other thing that you get to see here is now when the market is down, as traders, as speculators, as investors, whoever you may be, we get to see what our real entry and exit strategies are. Because a lot of people just say, buy Bitcoin, it's going to go up. And they never really have an exit strategy. So I've mentioned this in my previous videos. Before you make any investment, always know what your intention was for the investment and when you would exit and how. Because one of the biggest issues is if you try and exit, what are you going to do to exit a Bitcoin trade? Are you going to move it to what's known as a stable coin? Are you going to move it back to US dollars, Canadian dollars, British pounds, Japanese yen? Where are you going to move it? What are you actually going to do if it really does gap down and you don't want to go for the down ride? That's a really, really key learning that comes from this. So this is a good thing. People will learn, wow, I really didn't know what I was going to do when it drops more than 20% in a week. And that's slow. It could have dropped that much in a day. You wouldn't even be aware it's dropped by the time you check the price of it. It could already be too late to exit at a reasonable price. The other piece about this is a very, very famous Mike Tyson quote is that we all have a plan until we get punched in the mouth. This is very, very useful. Losing some money is healthy. It's good to know what it feels like. All the people who are out in the market speculating and saying they just buy stocks and stocks only go up, that's like saying I'm a prize fighter. I've just never really fought with anyone who's really aggressive. It's not really a true reflection of anything. It just means that while things are going up, everyone looks like a winner. We also have a saying in this industry that in a high wind, even turkeys can fly. And that's why I wanted to make this video, and why I'm actually secretly, I get very, very angry when the price of Bitcoin goes down, because I know how much it's costing me to have it go down. And then after a little while of thinking about it, I remember that this is what makes for better traders. This is what makes us more informed. This is what makes us better individuals in the financial sense. It's a growth experience. It's healthy. A good beating every now and again teaches you to respect your opponents. It teaches you to respect the game. And that's very, very valuable. So Bitcoin's down 25%. For those of you that are still interested to know how to buy it, if you think this is the time to get in, go ahead and have a look at this video from last week that will tell you how to buy it. I cover off a lot of the other security risks and the inherent risks in dealing in a cryptocurrency. For those of you that are interested to see what some of the European central banking officials and European officials are saying about cryptocurrency, the risks are very, very interesting indeed. And this is something that's going to make the whole industry a very, very turbulent and fun place to be, especially if you're looking to invest. For those of us who are interested in the long term, you'll know that this is not the first time we've seen a downtrend. In fact, 25% isn't even that much. It's something that we know. So I've trained myself, even when it goes down, continue to average in if I believe in the currency, or continue to take profits on the way up if I'm just buying it for profit's sake. And always have an escape hatch. Stay close to the exit so you know, if this gaps down, how would I get out? Am I going to move it to a stable coin? Am I going to move it to a currency I trust somewhere else in another exchange? And remember the tax implications. If you do exit like that, it triggers a tax event for yourselves. So these are all some of the things that I wanted you to think about. And thank you for watching and staying all the way to the end. Let's have some fun. It's going to be a very interesting week because I don't think we're done with the pullback. But hey, maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right. We'll check back again in a couple of days when the next big price action happens. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. I can't believe, how much it's dropped. It's like 25% in a week. You know, at this rate, the rate it's dropping like this, if it carried on, I'd almost wish that I accidentally lost my password 5 years ago. This is ridiculous. And let me tell you, now all of the employees who think they asked to be paid in Bitcoin, yeah, well, to those employees, you just took a 25% pay cut. I hope you're all happy with your new salary expectation being a quarter of what it was last week. Not so fast now, eh? Not so much fun having a big haircut when the market. And another thing, I love the thing that I really enjoy seeing is how all of the gold haters and the Bitcoin lovers say gold sucks, it's complete BS, and then the next thing they write is that Bitcoin's the new gold, which doesn't make sense to me, but